So you mentioned about LinkedIn, you mentioned about say Instagram and Facebook on the other hand, right? One is purely professional, the other is consumerish, more social than LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn. I think in the truest sense is not social media. LinkedIn is more of a professional networking
Yeah.
site. Social media is truly Facebook and Instagram. Uh, Tell us the points of difference between B2B marketing and B2C marketing.
See, the biggest difference that I see is that if I'm telling somebody to do, say, automation in their collection process, I can only show them a process conceptually,
Hmm.
right? At
Hmm.
max, I can, if I have a successful case study, I can record that, maybe morph all the names and all of that and show them like this is how the experience is. There's nothing to show. There's no tangibility. There is, but if I had to tell someone to buy, say, whatever, I have this phone here from them, it's very easy to show them, right? I can show them
Yes.
in different angles, pictures, photos, color combination. There is a place when one can go touch and feel and see it. I think the biggest differentiator in tech versus in B2B versus B2C is that, like, if I'm don't go that far, if I am doing, in India there are these lot of services who are providing cooks, right? You can book online and you can hire a cook and come and all of that. Now it's just it's just faith, it's just credibility, because you don't know how the cook cooks.
Yeah.
There's no way
Correct.
you can know till you try
Correct.
it. you
Correct.
know versus somebody who's selling, say, pastries. You can see
Uh,
the pastry, you know how it looks. You can, it's
you can
about,
sort of figure out how it will taste by the way it looks. You can figure
correct.
out.
You at least you have the appeal of how it looks, how it tastes. You can go and see it, and there is tangibility to it. So
Yeah.
therefore, so that is the biggest difference in terms of, conceptually. I think the one common thing that still stays is the consumer behavior, right? Both are consumers in
Mm.
sorts in its own form, and
Mm.
customer experience is again common, because everybody is looking at giving clients their best customer experience, be it B2C, B2C. That's not changing. But what changes immensely is, I think, the channel. Because if
Mm.
I am going to look for a new running shoe, I am not going to go to a et.com and look for it. I'll probably go to, either go to Instagram and ask someone,
Yes.
or I will go to some running related portals and so on and so forth. But or go to a store and check it out myself,
Mm.
right? But I think the channel changes drastically. The channels are more social, so to say, as you rightly said, wherein
Yes.
here we're talking about a lot more professional. There are media channels, like you see, B2B has a B2B C has a great scope of, using television. You're still using a lot of print, sending samples. There is still a whole lot of tangible experience that can be provided, which B2B doesn't have and wouldn't have going forward, especially. Like 10 years ago, we still had ODCs where we would take customers and make them or do them a walkthrough and show them how they work, how secure it is, and how all of that. But today there is no way I can show somebody how a bot for you will work, right?
Yeah.
I
Correct.
can,
Correct. Correct.
it is just not possible. We did try to create like this bot, what do you call, buy on the fly kinds, saying click,
Okay.
click, and have a button, you're saying. But we didn't see much success, because we said it's just not possible, because the amount of data we require to internally quickly customize something and give it to that person is not how this works. So
Mm.
I think that those are some of the biggest changes. I think the channel, the tangible, non-tangible makes it the hardest. The
Mm.
channels are widely different. The way you communicate therefore changes drastically, right? In social media, if you talk about productivity on Instagram, nobody's interested. You'll have to like, so when we present our brand on LinkedIn versus when we present our brand on, say, other social media channels, are very different. We show our brand is
Mm.
very fun loving. We talk about, events we do, like a lot of culture. We are a happy place to be. And when here we are talking about it, we talk about our productivity, how our clients are happy, how we are helping clients base, how secure we can be, our global presence in terms of countries we are present, etc. So I think it it is very, very different when we are communicating. The channels define how you communicate and what you communicate. So I think that's the biggest difference, so to say.
Pretty insightful.
I can go on, but we will run out of time. But yeah, I mean those are the top few things that I can really differentiate the two.
Yes. In fact, we'll do more sessions. We'll do repeat sessions on this particular topic, because this is absolutely never ending. Absolutely never ending.